What's going on YouTube? Donnie with DER Reptiles here. Today we're going to talk about genetics a little bit. I had a couple questions about genetics and how supers worked and all that. So I'm going to kind of show you a couple of my snakes that will make another snake. I'm not going to get any out of the tubs because today is feed day. So I'm just going to pull the tub open or show you saying this snake mated with this snake will make this snake, and then I'll show you a website that I go to, which everybody knows, it's Morph Market, how the calculator works. That way if you're new to the hobby and you know what you want, you can find out what you got to breed to get there. So let's go ahead and get this thing started, and we will see how this thing turns out. Okay, we're going to start out by going Mojave to Mojave. So this here is a female Mojave. If you breed her to the male Mojave, sorry about the tubs, he's in ready mode because he's still in food mode, to a Mojave, then what you're going to get is you're going to get a blue-eyed leucistic called a super Mojave. Now a super Mojave is a white snake with, you can see a little bit of the gray on the head there. She's kind of yellow, but that right there is a super Mojave. So you breed two Mojaves together and that's what you're going to get, a super Mojave. There's, I believe it's like a 1 in 4 chance or something like that, but we'll look on Morph Market a little bit later. Next, let's go for the recessive genes. So let's start with, this here is an albino, female albino. And if you breed her to this guy, which is a male albino, you will get all visual albinos, just like the mom and dad. Now, if you breed this male Mojave to, let's say, this normal over here, let's see if I can pull this out here, to this female normal, then you're going to get all normal looking babies that's het for albino. And this here is my female normal het albino. So that's what you'll get if you breed a normal to an albino. Same thing with a recessive, any other recessive, like if you breed that pied to a normal, you're going to get all normal looking babies het for pied. Now if you breed two recessives together, say you breed that female pied right there to the male albino that I showed you just a minute ago, this guy, you will get all normal looking babies that's going to be het for albino and het for pied. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the website and we'll go through that for a little bit. Okay, this here is Morph Market. This website, you can buy pythons, boa constrictors, all sorts of reptiles. So this is what I use for my ball python when I want to figure out what it's going to, the breeding is going to produce. So what I do is I go here to ball pythons, and up here it says calculate. So let's click on calculate. Okay, here's the ball python genetic calculator. So, like I was telling you earlier, let's go albino. And usually when you start typing it in, it'll bring it up. There's albino, so we'll go albino to albino. You're going to get 100% albino. 100% visual albino. So, let's try something else. Let's try an albino to a normal. You're going to get 100% head albinos. Everything's going to be 100% head albino. Now, to get that 100% head albino back to visual, you're going to have to breed the babies either to their self or to the parents. So what we're going to do is we're going to put an albino to a het albino. This is what you're going to get if you breed them two together. Half of them are going to be albino, and half of them are going to be 100% het albino, which means half of them is going to be visual albino, half of them is going to be het for albino, which is they're going to be normal looking, but het for albino. Now, if you take two hets and you breed them together, you're going to get 25% of them is going to be visual albinos, and 75% of them is going to be 66% het albinos. So your percentage drops down when you breed hets to hets. So now let's do the Mojave. That's going to work that exact way on any recessive. Now, if you do a Mojave to a Mojave, you are going to get 25% Super Mojaves, which is what I showed you, 50% Mojaves, and 25% normals. Okay? Now, here's where the super comes in. If you take a Super Mojave, and this happens with any super, whether it's Super Mojave, Super Pastel, anything super that works for it. So we'll go Super Mojave. Let's go to a normal, just so I can show you what I mean. So any supers bred to a normal is going to be the regular form of that super. So Super Mojave to a normal will get you all Mojaves, no normals. So let's twist this up a little bit. Let's go Super Pastel. I had this question earlier. To a Pinstripe. This is going to get you 50% Pastel Pinstripe, which are Lemon Blast, and 50% Pastel. Pastel is carried to all the babies because it is a super form. Just remember that. Anything super, it carries to all the babies, no matter what. Okay, so let's recap a little bit. You take one visual albino to another visual albino. All the babies are going to be visual albino. If you take visual albino to a normal, it's going to be all 100% het albino, because both parents have to carry that albino gene, whether it's hidden or visual. So if you breed a albino to a het albino, that's where you get your percentages at, which I believe is albino and 100% albino, 50%. 50% of the clutch is albino, 50% of the clutch is het albino. Now if you breed the het to the het, that's when you'll get, I believe it's 25% chance for the albino, and the rest of the babies are 66% het albino. That happens with all recessives. Now with supers, Mojave to Mojave, you get your super Mojave. When you have the super Mojave, it doesn't matter who you breed that to, you could breed it to an albino. And all the babies from the super albino, or if you breed the super albino to the albino, or sorry, if you breed the super Mojave to the albino, all your babies are going to be Mojaves, het albinos. Okay? And when you breed them together, you got a chance to get a cherry bomb, which is a white snake with red eyes. So I hope this clears up a little bit. Just remember, your recessives, both parents have to carry the gene in order to have a chance to come out visual. If you breed two of the same gene recessives together, you'll get that visual. Pied to pied, you'll get 100% pieds. Albino to albino, you get 100% albinos. Clown to clown, you get 100% clowns. So just remember that. And any recessives you breed to any genes that's not carrying it, then babies are all going to be 100% whatever that recessive gene is that you bred them to. So I hope this cleared up a little bit of questions as far as genetics go. If you have any further questions, comment below. I'll be glad to answer them for you. If you comment below, I answer all comments. If you subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe to you back. So if you like everything I do, if you have any questions, if you have any issues with what I do, just comment below. We'll see what we can do to figure it out. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm not saying everything I say is true, but the way that I've learned and what I know, that's what I know. I may be wrong, who knows? But I showed y'all the morph calculator on morphmarket.com. That's a great tool to go use. You can also do a Punnett square, which I know a little bit about them, but I don't know enough to say, hey, here's how we do it. There's other YouTubers out there that use the Punnett square, and you can search them. I know the Reptile Barn has went through genetics a little bit, and there's a couple more. So if you like my channel, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button if you like this video, hit that notification bell, that way you'll know when I post my daily vlogs, and comment below if you have any comments, questions, or anything like that. I'll comment back. And just remember, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you smash that notification bell, because evidently YouTube has changed some stuff in the past and your notifications has gotten turned off. So if you want to be notified when I upload a video, hit that notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed. We do have that 500 subscriber coming up. And remember, I still have that DER swag at teespring.com. Go check it out before it's too late. And until next time, I will see you later. Have a good night. Like, subscribe, share, comment. See you later. Bye.